The New York Knicks are hiding a secret weapon who is setting himself up to absolutely change everything about the New York Knicks bench depth along with their wing and forward depth as well, while finding himself in a two-man race for that final roster spot on February 28th, as a new report has revealed a major update in regards to that, and we're going to break all of that down. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Knicks Digest. It's Chris here, and we're going to jump right into things as always. And guys, if you're enjoying the content, make sure to subscribe. If you're part of that 69% that's not subscribed to Knicks Digest and you're enjoying the content, make sure to subscribe. It really helps me out a ton. We're on that grind. We're making a ton of videos trying to get to 14K before the playoffs. So if you want to help that goal out, please subscribe. If you don't want to, nothing I can do to stop you. But the New York Knicks, specifically Tom Thibodeau and Leon Rose, are hiding a secret weapon for this team that absolutely has the potential to change everything for this New York Knicks bench depth, and also when it comes to depth for their wings and forwards, which could help play guys like Mikal Bridges, like OG Anunoby, a little less minutes so they don't have to be overplayed by Tom Thibodeau, as Thibodeau struggles to find guys to be replacements for them, which has led to them both getting very heavy workloads this season, which is causing a lot of concern with fans. So let's jump into all this. The New York Knicks, they found themselves in a very, very interesting situation, as Chuma Okeke, who recently came back to the New York Knicks, the Westchester Knicks team, their G League team, has been balling out once again. He had 30 points, 11 rebounds, and 6 assists, and this is not something new. Okeke had been balling out for the Westchester Knicks all season long, has had multiple triple-doubles, been an elite defender, been moving the ball well, scoring the ball well, and pulling down rebounds like there's no tomorrow, which is absolutely very impactful for the Knicks, especially while Karl-Anthony Towns isn't available right now. Ariel Hukporty's down with the knee sprain, and Mitchell Robinson is still working his way back, which will definitely be a minutes restriction when he comes back. Hopefully that's tomorrow on Friday. That would be huge. But guys, taking a look at all this, Okeke is someone who adds a lot of team value basketball to the squad, which is something we know that Tom Thibodeau specifically likes, but Leon Rose is a fan of as well. Okeke's a very good team fit. He's happy to be a spot-up shooter. He's a great defender who can guard a shooting guard, any wing, any forward. Chuma can guard them because he's a very big guy, but he's also got very good athleticism and a very good nose for the ball. So he makes himself a very good Tom Thibodeau-esque player, and there's going to be a lot of interest that the New York Knicks have in bringing Chuma Okeke up to the team, who's been very, very good in the G League in general. For his career in the G League, which spans over 2 seasons, he's averaging 16.5 points with 8 rebounds and 5 assists. With the Westchester Knicks, those numbers are up, namely the points, which are at a nice 17, 18 points per game. He's been very, very good for the New York Knicks. He's found a lot of consistency with shooting the ball, which has been a big thing about Chuma. The thing that was holding him back the most is he was an inconsistent scorer, specifically an inconsistent shooter, and that led to a lot of issues, as he was supposed to be a pretty solid 3-and-D guy, and the defense came along nicely, but the three-point shooting never did, and he couldn't shoot his way well enough to stay into the NBA, to where the New York Knicks decided to go ahead and pick him up on the G League. Now, the Philadelphia 76ers did add Okeke to the team, but he really never got in the game. He played one game where he barely even played that game. He had 1 rebound and didn't even get to take a shot. He barely touched the ball. He only really got that 1, 2, 3 minutes of game time with the Philadelphia 76ers. So Okeke got put in a weird spot for sure, where he didn't really get to show how valuable he was as the position he plays. The 76ers, I mean, for all the problems they have, I mean, we just saw them last night play a solid game against the New York Knicks, and on top of that, we know the 76ers have solid depth on their team. It's one thing they're not struggling with. Their issues lie with Joel Embiid being injured and Paul George being bad, and really just having that issue more than anything else. But when you look at things, and we have the stats down there as well, but when you look at things with Okeke, he would fit with the Knicks a lot better. The Knicks have 2 very strong guards in their backcourt in Cameron Payne and Deuce McBride. Meanwhile, they have guys like Precious Achiuwa and Ariel Hukporty, Mitchell Robinson, and Karl-Anthony Towns, all as centers who can all add valuable minutes, as we all now know, once they're all healthy. Right now, none of them are reported as healthy, but Karl-Anthony Towns is a game-time decision along with Mitchell Robinson, so we'll likely see one or both of them play against Memphis, which will be huge, so that'll be very helpful for them as well. But Okeke does fit in there well. I mean, he gives good height at 6'6". The Knicks could use another 6'6" guy, and on top of that, He's a good defender. Tom Thibodeau would like him because he's a good defender. He's happy to shoot threes in the corner. I mean, for his career in the 190 games he played, he has struggled with injuries. He's put up 6 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 1.5 assists. The three-point shooting is the real scare here. It's only at 32%. He had moments, he had years where his three-point shooting looked solid, but he could never put it together for a full season staying healthy, and it kind of led to him falling out of the NBA entirely. But here's where things get interesting, guys. There's also TJ Warren. TJ Warren is the favorite to become the next New York Knick and get signed to a veteran minimum contract for that prorated veteran minimum salary that the Knicks can sign on February 28th of this year. Now, Ian Begley discussed this, and here's what he had to say on the matter. He said that the Knicks, obviously very close to that second apron, but in a couple of days, they will have enough room under that apron to add a veteran. They have that 15th spot open. I've been saying for a while, TJ Warren is certainly on the radar for that spot. I think you could also add Chuma Okeke as a name on the radar for that spot. Both are candidates for that last 15th roster spot. That signing can happen later this week. Now, guys, if you guys are counting correctly, well, then you would know that February 28th, when the Knicks can make that signing, is one day away. So once that happens, once the Knicks decide to sign who they decide to sign, that'll give a very good insight into who they really truly thought was a better fit for the team and who they trusted more. And I'll be honest right now, I would be pretty surprised if TJ Warren doesn't get it. Warren has definitely garnered interest from other NBA teams and hasn't signed with them, meaning he truly does believe he can have a good role with the New York Knicks, a team that took a chance on him and put him on the Westchester Knicks when no other team would. So it's very interesting to see what's going to happen here. Obviously, there's been rumblings about Victor Oladipo, but that feels very unlikely at this point, leaving it down to a likely scenario where they sign TJ Warren, but also Chuma Okeke, who would fit in very nicely with that spot. I think Chuma's a better team player. TJ Warren has a lot going for him, and what he does give the Knicks bench is a scoring punch for someone who can create their own shot, something the Knicks desperately need. We've seen that from Okeke a bit, but Warren definitely is better than that, or better at that than Okeke is. So it does lead to this interesting situation of who do you want to put where, what exactly do you want to do, and honestly, I think it's going to be Warren, but I could totally see why the Knicks would go with Okeke. He's just a better fit for team-oriented basketball. So I kind of expect the Knicks to think long and hard about this. I don't think they know who they're going to sign yet. It's a day prior, so look, they probably have a good idea. But at the end of the day, they maybe have known for a while, and if they've known for a while, it'll probably be TJ Warren. I will say it's interesting to note that Okeke is the one who signed with another NBA team, meaning Okeke has garnered interest from other NBA teams as well, but also maybe thought, all right, I'm probably not getting this deal with the Knicks. It's probably going to be TJ, so I should probably look elsewhere as well. But also, if you get a chance to go back to the NBA, you take it. Moses Brown has done that twice with the Knicks G League, whether it's been going to the Pacers or going to the Dallas Mavericks. TJ Warren is yet to do that, so maybe there's a world where the Knicks are going to pay TJ Warren off his loyalty for not going and doing that. It's hard to imagine a team wasn't offering TJ Warren some sort of contract. I mean, the man's putting up 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists in the G League. He's balling out, shooting over 50% in the field and 35% from 3. So it's very likely the teams have reached out to Warren at least at some point, and potentially Warren said, nope, I'm waiting to sign with the Knicks. We'll see what happens there. Guys, who do you want to see the Knicks sign? Let me know down below. That'll happen tomorrow, and we will report on it instantly. Like this video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day, and go Knicks.